Hey YouTube, Darren here. Kind of an update as to what all's going on. I want to give a shout out to some people that have subscribed. Let's flip around here. Gerald Bassford, thanks for subscribing, man. Team Honda 1999, thanks, man. Theater 40, thanks for subscribing. Hayden Gruber, thanks, man. Motorboy 171, thanks. Kai Fly, thanks for subscribing, Kai. LJAJL, gonna take a stab at this. Jail. Interestingly enough, his name, LJAJL, is a palindrome. And a palindrome is a word that you can spell backwards and forwards. Race car is another word. Mr. Rockstar, thanks, man. As always, guys, take a look at Southern Off-Road Mowers, because I got some good junk. More to come. Okay, guys, we're out here. We are getting ready to change this front pulley on Andy's mower, and we're going to make a larger pulley. Gonna have to make room for it, and then we're gonna have to get the other one off. Now, I've just about gotten the old one off. This one is 5/8 bolt, and so I used a 3/8 ratchet and a damn 2-foot cheater bar. But it came off okay. But you see the problem. So this bar, part of the suspension here, gonna have to come off. So we're gonna have to get this off, and then we're going to have to measure exactly where it's gonna go. And then we're gonna make a pulley. More to come. Okay, guys, on these, sizes are gonna vary. This bottom bolt here is 9/16, and then I have locking it or holding it, tightened around this ball and pinion here, is a 1/2 inch. So different ones are going to be different sizes. Spray it down, let it sit for an afternoon if you have to. Put a little heat on it. Don't strip anything off and don't hurt yourself. But this one is moving and is almost ready to come off. So we'll have it off in just a minute. More to come. And there we go. Got it off. What we did was we unbolted this, moved it, and then we got this guy off. I'm going to go ahead and get it cleaned up, and then we're going to set it up to cut, and then we're going to re-weld it. Now, what we're going to do, this pulley is the pulley that runs the blades, runs the cutting blades. This is the drive pulley originally. We are going to invert it. I know you're saying, well, okay, you just did it. This spacer right here that has that metal groove that's running down in there, that keyway, we're going to have to cut this off, flip it over, and weld it on that side, because you got to have the keyway. Because on most of these, the keyway does not go all the way down. On some of them it does. It'd be really nice if it does. I think I've only seen maybe one of those. More to come. Okay, guys, so what we are going to do is we're going to take this piece and we are going to put it here. Actually, there is another way you can do it. What you would do, this piece has to be on there, the keyway, but it can be at the top or at the bottom. So you can cut this to where there's enough space for this, flip it around, and put this on the bottom. Either way it's going to work, and then you'll still be able to use your bolt. So we can do it that way too. Actually, we'll do it that way. Now just do something a little different. More to come. Okay, what we have done is measured, and it is a little bit it is 1 5/8 inches, I want to say. And now we're going to measure this. Whew. Flip it around this way. Oh my God, no help. I'm going to say that's about 1/4 inch. So we'll take that off of it, and then we should be good to go. About to start cutting. More to come. Okay guys, we got it in the vise, sitting pretty steady. Hope I can cut the damn thing pretty steady, and we'll see what we got. More to come. Okay guys, now we're back, and I know you're saying, okay, well you cut it in half, that's great. How you gonna keep it straight? Here we go. Remember that motor that I couldn't figure out what's going on with it? Well, this isn't gonna hurt it or anything, but we're gonna use it as a jig to line up this keyway on this crankshaft, and then we're going to weld it right there. I am waiting on my hat, or actually not hat, my welding helmet to charge up a little bit more, and then we're going to be ready. What we're going to do is the shaft actually ends about right here, and we will end up measuring that specific shaft and cutting it off and putting a nice good heavy-duty washer on here, a lock washer as well, and then we're going to put another one of those really heavy-duty bolts on it, and that's going to take care of that. And that is pretty well set up. These rough edges right here are not going to cause a problem. First of all, I'm going to grind them off, and then if there are any, the keyway only goes up so far, so it's going to hold it down. It is off slightly, but not by much. I'm going to say 1/8 inch at the front, so that's really not going to be a big deal. We're going to let this guy charge up. We're going to burn some metal. More to come. Okay guys, now, as always, my disclaimer. I'm not a welder. Sorry. Oh, sorry about that. Now we got it tacked. So I'm going to run a bead all the way the rest around it. More to come in just a minute. Now, I do want to tell you, you don't just want to weld the hell out of it in one spot, because you will weld it to the shaft. So you want to spin it and let it cool off for a second, and then weld, and then weld, and then weld. Just about through with it though, actually. More to come. Okay, and now we're going to quench it. Piss off the crawfish. There we go. It's actually still, yeah. got it finished up. Who actually thought I was going to weld it to the shaft? Who did? I did. But sometimes it turns out pretty good. More to come. Okay guys, got it all squared away. Now what I am going to do, I'm going to get a couple of L brackets, really small pieces of L-shaped metal. I'm going to bend them out and I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to weld them to it just to reinforce it. The weld, I mean, it looks really good going down in there. And I did want to kind of mention, this is a really cool spot right here. I've got this creek flowing down here all the time. This fall I'm going to start doing some smith work, blacksmithing. There's a place where you learn how to do it out here at a state park not far from my house. So I'm going to start doing some blacksmith work, hopefully. And this is actually where I'm going to build my forge. And it'll mainly, I think it'll be more of a manual forge, not anything electric. Or I don't think I'm going to have an electric blower. I think it'll all be bellows. I don't know. I'm pretty lazy. It may be electric. But that's it, guys. I'm going in the house. It's time for dinner. Boss is calling me. Y'all gonna make some mayhem. Take it easy.